Welcome to the Victor and the Giant Fox Music Review Podcast. My name is Titus the Giant Fox. I just held that in front of my face. Sorry. I'm here with my co-host, the titular Victor.
What's up?
Non-titular Mike.
What's up?
And today, this very moment, we are looking at the newest, actually only LP so far from Spiritbox, Eternal Blue.
Dang. That's right.
All right.
What, dude?
How you guys doing, man?
Good, man.
Good.
So
Mike,
good.
we got your mic working this time?
Yeah, is that a phantom power?
Yeah.
Is it on, man?
You don't need to tell people how I messed up, okay?
Oh, okay.
Don't worry about it. There were 2 episodes. It was 1 recording session that I messed something up with the microphone.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Already hearing feedback about it, Titus. Come on.
Snippety, clickety, snap.
It's all right. It's all right. We got this.
Victor, how's your week?
Dude, it's been awesome, man. I turned 33 yesterday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Thanks, man. And
Happy
then
birthday,
my
man.
Get your spankings yet?
manager at my shop's like, hey, happy birthday or whatever. I was like, thanks. And then everybody found out. And the guys, and it was like really cloudy, you know, like the past two days.
Yeah.
And the guy literally looked at my face like, dude, what a crappy day to have a birthday, right? I'm like, dang, man, I guess. I mean, I was kind of born in this weather too, you know, it was kind of wild when I was born.
I love that. I love that weather.
I love it. Yeah.
That's best case
I
scenario.
thought it was
here.
just funny that he said that. Like, dang, dude, way to bring me down.
Was he white?
Nah, bro.
No?
Mexican. Yeah.
Oh.
Mexican. Dude, white people are like positive, dude.
Well, that's like but I mean, like people from like the northern part of the United States or the Midwest, they all like, oh, I can't believe it's cloudy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Here in Phoenix, it's 100 degrees, like 4 or 5 months
It's a
out of the year.
miracle when there's
Yeah.
a little bit of humidity.
Love
Exactly.
The clouds and the rain.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I
we
will
do.
take inclement weather all day.
Been
Mhm.
nice.
Been really
Nice,
nice.
man. So how does it feel to be 33?
Yeah, dude.
Feels great, dude. I
Yeah.
love my 30s. I hope that we can all in here agree that,
Yeah.
man, my 20s sucked. My 30s are feeling a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't miserable in my 20s, but if I if I had to go back and relive it, knowing what I know now, I'd be miserable the whole time.
My 30s
Except
are
my marriage.
dark, dude. Dark days, bro.
Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah. My 20s were not fun. I did not
Yeah,
enjoy my
dude.
20s, man.
Yeah.
A lot of things happened.
A lot of mistakes were made.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, physically, that was I loved my 20s.
Oh, you're in your prime, dude. I think that's
Yeah.
why, like, God made it that way so that you just like bounce back
Yeah.
from every stupid decision you make, one
Every
after
little
the
thing.
other.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's your
Mhm.
freshman year in adulthood or your freshman decade in
Oh,
adulthood.
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Coming in your 30s with a limp.
Yeah. It's funny. I feel
Back pain.
I feel more physically capable now than I did at any point in my 20s.
I think that's what
That's
they
good,
say,
man.
right? Like you're in
Yeah.
your peak in your like early 30s, you're just peaked out.
Right. Like 33, 35, I think
Yeah,
is
I
what they
think-
say.
Yeah. So yeah, that was my
Nice, man.
weekend.
Mike, how was yours?
It's good, man. It's good. I can't think of anything that happened other than I saw Batman.
How was it?
Oh my god.
You mean the Batman?
Did you see it?
I freaking love that movie.
I knew it. I knew he was going to love it.
Dude, it's so good.
That's awesome.
What'd you think?
It was all right. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. You know? It's like another spin-off Batman movie, which I'm okay with. That's how I felt.
What's
dude.
spun off of what?
Just another Bat. Like, you know how they come up with all these Batman cartoons, like
Oh,
cartoon
right,
movies,
right.
and it's just another guy playing Batman.
Oh, okay.
That's how
Yeah,
it felt.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It was cool. It had some cool scenes. I didn't like the Riddler.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I loved him.
I've only seen pictures. He looks kind of gimpish to me.
Yeah.
Is that how
Oh
he
yeah.
comes through in the movie?
Yeah,
Oh,
a little bit.
Really weird, kind of like psychotic.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Just too cheesy for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I bought it, man. I took it all in, man.
Nice.
I need to like lower my standards for things. I think
Yeah.
it's
That's
just,
mean.
Just go in and enjoy it.
That's mean, bro.
I really need to come down to your
I'm
level.
just
dude.
saying,
I
man.
really need to just be.
You know what?
Life just feels
Dude,
better down there,
like-
you know?
You enjoy everything, man. And you know
and
what?
it's funny because I was just going to comment on the Batmobile and the big engine, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Jeez, dude.
I mean, the Batmobile was sick. We can all agree that when the Batmobile came out, that was what everyone was excited about. That was cool. But everything else.
All right, let's go on to the breakdown of Spiritbox's
Woo!
Eternal Blue. All right. So again, this is Eternal Blue by Spiritbox, a band that I only found out about, I don't know, 6 months ago, I think.
Yeah,
when they released the album.
Nice,
yeah.
dude. Nice.
It was a good find.
Yeah. And I didn't listen to them much back then. I just saw, started seeing them around YouTubes and the, Instagrams and stuff.
Did it start out with her doing like a live studio session? Is that one of the first videos you saw? Because that randomly popped up on my like YouTube algorithm at one point, like probably around then.
Right.
Like
No,
months.
I think the first one I saw was the music video for Circle With Me,
Is that the real creepy kind of one where she's like,
where she keeps like bending backwards and following the camera.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I saw that one. Yeah. Around at the same time.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And then one of those like one take. I know there's a couple of those videos of her, a couple of their songs, her doing one take, but she does one of that song,
Oh, okay.
Circle With Me. So
Gotcha.
wouldn't surprise me if those came out around the same time.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into it. Track number 1, Soul Killer. Nope, Sun Killer. Had kind of that intro kind of had like Billie Eilish meets who is it? Did I write it down? Yeah, meets like Evanescence.
Yeah,
like
dude.
That intro.
I totally got that.
Yeah.
Totally.
That's funny that's the first thing you said.
Let's see. Yeah, kind of it.
One of my guilty pleasures.
Oh,
I've
Evanescence?
always liked- yeah,
Billie
I legit think that they're all right. You know,
like their earlier, like that first album, or
what was
all
on
of
the
them?
radio. I don't know.
Oh, right.
I was just always like,
Their
it's
hits.
not bad, but I'm not telling anybody.
Right.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is kind of like what I always wanted Evanescence to be.
Okay, yeah.
I always
I can see
wanted
that.
them
That's
to
cool.
progress into metal. Like if
Right,
she just let out a scream at some point in any of the Evanescence
Yeah,
songs,
yeah.
I would have been like,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, Courtney from Spiritbox does. I
Yeah,
don't know if
she
she does in this.
Dude,
Yeah, she does in this
great
song.
scream.
Yeah.
She does, dude.
Yeah. I'll get into that a little bit later, but yeah, she does. And obviously good cleans too.
Yeah.
That I thought with that big breakdown in this song, it was the perfect album opener for this specific album.
Right.
I thought it went well. It leads, it sets you up for the correct expectation, I think, of the rest of the album.
For sure.
Number 2, Hurt You. Higher energy, good folks. I really like the screamed vocals in this one. And this song specifically, but all of them that she screams in, I thought she had really good enunciation, which you don't really get with every band,
Yeah,
every
yeah.
screamer, male or female.
Cool that you noticed that.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Nice.
Because I was really impressed. I mean, we've talked about it before with some of the bands where it's like,
Like
it's
you're
more,
not gonna understand what they're saying.
yeah,
kind of
like
thing?
to me, and I'm not going to point out anybody specific because this is probably a really messed up thing to say, but it doesn't feel like it takes a lot of skill. It just, the skill, like for those people, to me, is just being able to do that over and over and over again.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially live.
Yeah.
But if nobody can understand you,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you might as well snore into a microphone. I mean,
Dude.
it's,
No, I fully agree. Enunciation is king when it comes to freaking screaming. Like
Yeah.
you have to have enunciation.
Right.
That's what I always like knock bands for. If the
Mhm.
enunciation and the screaming sucks, sorry. Like
I met a bassist
Yeah,
that I
just
jammed
don't.
out with a few times, and he said that he knew of a band whose name was like Rock On or something like that. And the lyricist, they were a metal band, and all he ever said was Rock On. But nobody knew because he'd say it in different ways in a metal voice.
dude, yes.
And that was it, dude.
That's amazing.
We had
Oh
a
my
similar
gosh.
technique, didn't we?
Yeah, dude, a lot of lyrics I just made up on the fly.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's true. You're
Sometimes,
actually
yeah.
saying words
Yeah,
almost all the time, right?
almost. Yeah.
But-
Okay.
The correct,
Almost.
the correct amount of time.
Watermelon.
Yeah.
Still a
I
word.
definitely threw out chocolate a couple times. 'Cause, yeah,
Nice.
that was my go-to word.
It's a
was
good
just
metal word,
chocolate,
dude.
man.
Nice.
You could hold out the O, just it
And the A.
And the-
Yeah. Nice.
was great.
That's so
Great.
good.
That's
Yes.
good. All right. Good riffs in this song too. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Number 3, Yellow Jacket. This is probably one of my top 2 songs on this album. I really liked it. Sam Carter is on this. He it's pretty obvious where his vocals come in. He's from Architects.
Oh,
yeah.
that's him. Okay.
Yeah. Which I was surprised. I mean, I haven't
That's
heard a
cool.
lot of Architects, but I was, after hearing them in this song,
Dude,
I'll check them out.
those guys are awesome. Listen to Doomsday. It's
Doomsday.
a great
All right.
song, man.
Check out Doomsday by
Check it out.
I almost said Yellow Jacket by Architects. Yellow Jacket, though, I really liked it. It had good groove, good both, all the vocals in that song were good, but I thought Sam's in particular were really cool. Good way to break it up in the album. The only problem I had with this song was because he adds such a good mix up in there, I would have placed it later in the album, just
okay.
to make it a little sweeter.
Yeah.
But that didn't take away from the song at all. That chorus was just
Yeah, that could have been a single, really. I mean, it was such
Yeah.
a good song, and the hook and everything. It was, I totally get
sure.
what you're saying, where it could have been placed in a quote unquote better location.
Right. The Summit. This was probably one that I enjoyed less than the other songs. It starts out pretty low key and only gets up to about the level of what I would call popcore.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Not popcorn, popcore. Because it does, I don't know, it never really breaks into heaviness or metal for me.
Yeah.
It's not awful. It's not hard to listen to, but I don't know. I was a little less impressed with this song.
There were definitely times where I felt like that with this.
Mhm.
It was a little too Evanescence-y. I was like, okay. They kind of just went that direction. I wasn't expecting
right.
that.
Yeah. Secret Garden. Nothing super special about this song. I didn't mind it. It goes well on the album, but I don't know. Good bass work though. It had the bass work comes through on that one. I did appreciate that. Did have catchy vocals.
Yeah.
Not really rare on this album. She does a good job in here, but that one wasn't bad. Silk in the Strings. Is where it picks back up. Good guitars.
I really like this one.
Yeah, it was a good one. Or is a good one. Rhythm section just holds it down. They do a good job. Pretty much through the whole thing.
Yeah.
And let's see. I think there was. Oh, the vocals in this song I really liked. Her scream was top notch on this one. I thought she did a good job. Holy Roller. This one was a single, I believe. Good intro. I like the little electronic elements they have in there.
That was so sick, dude.
Yeah.
They had that little pause, ding ding. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then it paused, and then it picked back up.
Yeah.
Dang, dude.
It was good. It was like injecting just little elements of electronica in there.
Yeah.
I thought I appreciated that for sure.
Definitely have a lot of little nuances throughout the album. You
Yeah.
know, and like you said earlier, groove.
Yeah.
They got such a good groove.
Mhm.
Like for I don't know, proggy kind of metal. I like that word makes sense with these guys.
Mhm.
Groove.
Yeah, for sure. Eternal Blue title track didn't blow me out of the water for a title track, but it wasn't bad. Decent song, good dynamics, decent. Probably the best part of the song to me was the breakdown, or how they fit the breakdown into the song. That was pretty good. We Live in a Strange World. Nice, heavy.
I don't remember this song at all.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like, where did this one come from?
I'll be honest. I listened to this album 3 or 4 times preparing for this, and by the third time, I had to go back and listen to Eternal Blue 3 times before I like really was able to like before it kept my interest again. Or at least so
Okay.
so I definitely hit We Live in a Strange World, the intro quite a few a few times and then had to skip back. But good heavy. It left me wishing for what?
I don't know what, dude.
Oh, burp, man.
Oh. Did you burp in the mic?
No, out of the mic.
Oh, out of the mic. Oh, thank you.
I just leaned over a little.
He leaned over. I was like, what do you want?
I appreciate that. Thank
Yeah.
The only thing about this song is it
Might get broke.
it left me wishing for more scream vocals, which is not something I say a lot about metalcore. I mean, me personally, but yeah.
Especially those later songs.
Yeah.
Sure,
Yeah, exactly. To kind of bring you up out of that, not sludge, but the lull that those slower songs, or at this point, it's the 9th song in the album.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, not bad. Halcyon. I looked up on Google how to pronounce that.
Nice,
I think this is the second band we've done that had a song called Halcyon.
I think you're right.
And I think I had to look it up both times. It means there's 2 different meanings. One, it's a bird. It's a kingfisher bird that's real colorful.
Right.
It's also a mythical bird. I didn't go through and check out which mythology, but the adjective, I guess it would be, it's also to say it's also like looking back on a period of time that was better, if I remember that correctly. Something like that. You're watching this on an electronic device or listening to this. Look it up and let us know in the comments or when you leave a review.
Yeah.
The song, it was good, but it felt like this would have been the time for a real good heavy track, and instead they gave us this one that's a little more of a lull.
Yeah.
Song 11, my other favorite song of this, which was also a single, was "Circle with Me." I love the mix of clean and scream vocals in this. Good bass work,
That
big
bass
choruses.
was coming through, man.
Yeah. Big choruses, good verses, really awesome breakdown. Probably, I would say, the best song of the album. It kind of brought together all my favorite elements of the rest of the album and put them together. And then finally, Constance, good closer, heavy, melodic, emotional. It was a good way to close the album.
Yeah.
It's not one that I listened over and over, but
a good epic song.
Yeah.
I feel like this and the band we're doing next are definitely they got some epic songs,
Right.
I like that.
For sure.
Sweet,
the next band, the band we're doing next week, is Meyer, and their LP, A Newfound Rain. I kept calling it and writing Newfound River, and I'm like, that's not it. They do say that is a lyric in there. Something about
the river goes or flows or something.
Yeah, you can change where the river, or you can't change. I don't know. Something like that. But that's not this week. Spiritbox is this week. Let's see. Let me remind myself of my notes here. Yeah, overall, solid metalcore album. I'm a sucker for some lady pipes, some good cleans. I knew I was gonna get a face.
Watch it, Mike. Watch it, bro.
I'm there, bro.
He's watching it, man.
Yeah.
Right now.
It's like the Milky Way.
Don't watch it, dude.
Oh, okay.
What I hopefully obviously mean is I'm a sucker for good, clean female vocals. But something that I don't think I've heard another female vocalist and a lot of male vocalists screw up too, but I would say probably most vocalists don't hit this mark. But her screams and her cleans are like on point.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is going to come across as the compliment I mean it to be, but I would put her up there with Sean from Phineas, Steve from Wolves at the Gate. What was the other one I was thinking? Did I write it down? I did. Ryan Clark.
Nice,
of being able to have
nice.
that really strong and diverse scream, not just one fry scream or just one scream. She can, she moves around in it, and really good clean vocals done by one person.
Yeah.
Like
Definitely hard to get.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. Not even the people I named reach up to Howard Jones level. That dude, he's
them pipes, man.
Yeah, he's a dragon unicorn is what he is. It's just amazing. But sure, I mean, him being number one on my charts, she definitely goes in there with the other fellas. And that's awesome. I don't mean it like, wow, it's amazing that a woman can do that. She's got the chops that puts her up there with what I consider the best vocalists in metalcore.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's awesome.
I'd have to agree with that, man.
Good, man.
Yeah.
The reason I say that last thing is because I feel like there's a lot of people who just want to support female vocalists, and that's great. Like in the metal scene, and that's great. But that can put a caveat on somebody's success and popularity. And I think Courtney here, I don't think that applies to her at all. She hits every bit of popularity
put in the work,
she has.
Right?
Yeah. And I mean, it's a good mix of natural talent and practicing, putting in the work and learning the techniques and all that.
Like as far as female vocalists go, it definitely is on par with Arch Enemy and Ginger. Like those two bands, I can't think of the names.
Dang,
but
sexist.
Yeah, totally
it's mean,
sexist,
dude.
man.
Misogynist Mike.
Is that gonna be my new name?
Yeah. You're no longer non-titular Mike.
That's
misogynist Mike.
Double M.
Yeah.
What's that stand for?
I'm going to say monogamous. I'm going to say misogynist every time.
All right. But yeah, no, definitely up there with them, like there's a whole category for, the female screamers of the whole genre.
Right.
And I mean, I definitely think she's up there for sure.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
So what'd you guys think overall of the album?
I'll throw it to you, man.
Overall, I thought it was great. I mean, I really loved her scream. Her singing, like you said, it was awesome. It was really good, and she really flexed both of those muscles in this. But me personally, I would have rather she flexed the scream muscle more.
Yeah.
Because I just couldn't get enough of it. It was so good, and the way the song, had both of them, but then when the scream happened, it was so good. It was so sweet. The music was great. I get that it was sounding kind of poppy at points, but even then, like I really liked it because I liked the hooks. I felt like it was memorable. It made me want to listen to it again. I would give this album I'd give it a 7, dude. I wanted to give it an 8. But because those last few songs, they kind of lulled.
Right.
And it just felt to me like it didn't really come back,
Yeah.
So if she had done more screaming, easy 8, you think?
Yeah, that high energy. I really love this band there. But then, and they do a good job with the lower stuff. Like it sounds great,
Right. It just doesn't stand out as much.
Yeah, I just really love that when they just drive in that thing, man.
Yeah.
Dude, I agree.
Still a 7 from you, man. That's good.
I
That's
enjoyed
pretty
it, man.
good.
I'm definitely listening to this again.
I was just pointing out because usually when I give something a 7, I'm like, it's right on the border. But for you, a 7, that's a good score. For
Yeah,
me,
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely have to agree with you on all the points, actually.
Nice.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, man.
Dang.
Dude.
Friendship.
Yes.
Friends with a misogynist.
How does it make you feel? I would definitely give it a 7 as well.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it was a great album.
What's a 7 for you, Mike?
Around the same for you, I think, because 5 is actually average. Anything above that is just a little bit above average, and I like it more and more. 2 is I hate it. 1 not even on the scale.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think it's a great album, but I would have loved to hear more screams. I would have loved to hear, like you said, them to come out of that lull, to come back, like, I just kind of sucked that they stayed there
Right.
for so long, you know?
Yeah.
I get what they were going for, but, you know, as far as the album went, I was kind of asleep by the end, you know? I was just kind of like, all right, I've heard all I needed to and would have turned it off, except, you know, just went through. So, yeah, 7 for me.
Okay, nice.
I'll definitely be looking forward to more of their stuff, like, as it comes out. So.
For sure.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm surprised I'm this far from you guys. I did 8.5.
Okay.
It would have been 9 if they had included literally any guitar solos. So disappointed that there was such a lack of guitar solo in there.
Yeah, that's true, huh?
I mean, just 1 or 2. It didn't have. Never mind. So that's when I said circle with me at everything that I liked. It was everything that I liked from the album, not from metalcore in general. Because you throw 1 good guitar solo in there, man. That's a contender for song of the year for me, but didn't quite hit it. So yeah, 8.5. For me, it would have been a 9, probably 9.5 if there had been more screaming vocals, if the album hadn't had that lull, and if there was some good solos in there, man.
Okay, good scores from all of us. I think.
Yeah, for sure. So. Well, just because you guys explained it, I'm going to explain my. So for me, a 7 is like minimum. It's going on at least some of the songs. 1 song is going on my playlist. 6, not 5, not really. 6 is like, it's good in the background. Like if I'm playing Halo or something, or if I'm focused on something else and it comes on in the background, I'm fine with it. But then 5 is middle of the road, unimpressed. Anything below that is
trash.
No. 3 and 4, just not my thing.
Okay.
Not trash. You can tell they tried. You can tell they put in effort. They bothered learning how to play their instruments, that sort of thing. 2,
that's good.
2, I actively dislike. 1, there's no excuse. There's no excuse. Why would you record a 1? You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. Anyways, enough of that. Unless you guys have anything else to say, we can go to our next segment.
Nope.
Let's go, man.
All right. Now let's go on to what else have they done? Surprisingly, this is not the only thing they've put out. It was the first I'd heard of them, but they actually had a self-titled EP in 2017. 7 tracks, but it's 6 songs and then 1 minute filler track in there.
Yeah.
They had another one called Singles Collection, which I'm pretty sure just means it was a collection of singles that they released. I don't think that has a deeper meaning. I could be wrong. That was in 2019. And then they also had 2 singles that never ended up on an album, which I don't remember the first one. Blessed Be in 2019, and then Rule of Nines in 2020. And
Rule of Nines, that's the first song I heard.
Yeah, that's one of the 2 one take videos that's out there of her. And then Eternal Blue in 2021.
Dang, man.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, you know what?
They got a lot of room to, expand, man. It's good news.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
For sure. I just want to look up their members because I got most of them, but so there's Courtney LaPlante, vocalist. There is Zev Rose, the drummer.
Zev,
the sick name.
That's a cool name, man.
Yeah, his name is what is it? Rosenberg, his last name, but he shortens it to Rose.
Nice,
which I think was a good call.
Yeah.
And I understand that coming from a German man. Sounds a little anti-Semitic. I don't mean that. I just mean Zev Rose sounds a little cooler, like Axl Rose. Okay.
I'm glad that you
good clear up, man.
Yeah.
Thanks. I don't want to become, I don't know, what's tyrannical Titus? I don't know. I'm trying to think of something.
Alt-right Titus.
Okay, that's
we
can cut this now. That's
got misogynistic Mike. alt-right Titus. Dude, I'm liking this. Yours is coming, bro.
No, I'm trying to think of yours, man. I'm trying to think of yours. Okay, this is kind of fitting.
I haven't said anything.
I know.
Stop it.
Bill Crook. I believe he's the.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
That's an unfortunate name.
Yeah. Poor unfortunate soul. What does he play? Yes, he's the bassist. Bill Crook, bassist. And Mike Stringer, guitarist. And we'll cover that in the next one. Let's go on to our next segment. Super historical, very interesting, completely factual trivia. Courtney LaPlante is totally hooking up with her guitarist. They've been married for a few years now.
Wait, wait.
And he's hooking up with her too. Yeah, it goes both ways.
That's good.
Yeah.
Really? That's what you were gonna ask? Wait.
That isn't, but you know what? It's sufficient. Yeah. I'll take it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, they've been married for I think they were married before this band started.
Oh wow.
Sick, dude. They're married?
But they were
Nice.
they
Like Skillet, right?
yeah, I guess.
I can't think of any other bands.
Like Skillet,
people are
you
married.
know, like other bands that are married, you know, have wives.
I can't think of
And
anybody
husbands.
that's in a band that with their spouse.
No, yeah.
That's the only thing. I couldn't
yeah.
think of anybody.
I can't think of any.
Yoko,
Aside from
but
Skillet, yeah, that's a good one.
she killed the band.
What did you say?
So like Yoko, but she killed the band.
Yeah, she definitely did.
Yeah.
And I don't care.
Beatles, she killed the Beatles.
As far as I'm concerned, that's fine. I don't know. But so Courtney and Mike were in I Wrestled the Bear Once. Yeah.
Dang. Okay.
So first she joined the band because their previous vocalist, don't remember her name. I want to say it starts with an L. I want to say
She the one with the glasses.
I don't. Yeah, maybe.
I mean, she always wore glasses. I don't know.
Is she the one that had hair?
That's
yeah,
all I
Mike.
remember of the lead singer.
Let's see what.
Wrestle the Bear once. But I heard they wrestled.
I've never heard this band's name.
Krista Cameron.
What's the name of the band?
I Wrestled a Bear Once. One word.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were weird, man.
So she left because she left in the middle of a tour because she got pregnant and then decided she wanted to spend more time with her family and didn't come back.
Okay.
But leaving in the middle of Warped Tour in 2012, Courtney came, and the first time she ever played with the band was Warped Tour. She got there on their one off day.
Jeez.
And she said they were all like depressed. So it was like a super like lame time to come in. Not lame, you know.
Yeah.
She can't blame them, but
Difficult time.
they just lost their vocal. Yeah. But she came in, and then once Krista announced that she wasn't coming back, then they announced that Courtney LaPlante was going to
Dang, man.
stay.
Okay.
Was going to be their vocalist. And then a little while later, they needed a guitarist, and she brought in her, they'd been friends for a long time, I guess, and then dated, and she brought in her boyfriend at the time. May have been fiance or husband at the time. I can't remember. I heard her talk about it, but I don't remember that exact detail. And then in 2016, they ended up leaving the band because a mixture of they weren't artistically in love with the direction the band was going in, but also they wanted the freedom to kind of chart their own course, and they didn't feel like they could do that in a band that, you know, they came into at the tail, you know, not the tail end of it, but halfway through. So they left. They started Spiritbox, and they've only, they've had 3 drummers.
Jeez.
Which good for them. You know, that's how you make a metalcore band. You start out grinding through drummers. No, actually, one of them was Mikey Montgomery from, I think they played with him in I Wrestled the Bear Once, and he just helped them. He just recorded with them.
Okay.
Some of their first EP. And then Ryan Lork was the first official drummer they had that was a member of the band, and he left in 2020. And then I'm only going through this because Zev started, I don't know if it's Zev or Zev, it's Zev. So I'm calling it Zev. So he joined in the middle of the pandemic. So they recorded the album together, but they actually hadn't met him in person or played with him. No, I think they hadn't met him in person until 2 days before their first tour of 2021.
That's so cool. Man.
Yeah.
Dang,
Awesome
dude. How it is now.
So the band doesn't have any promo shots with him in it.
Okay.
And so people are like, is he a real member of the band?
Right.
He is. He just did, they're not going to Photoshop him into, into band pictures.
Dang,
so
man.
he met them 2 days before they played their first show on the tour, and she joined I Wrestled the Bear Once one day and met them 1 day before she started playing.
Dang.
So
That's crazy.
Yeah. Short lead times apparently make good metalcore bands.
Yeah.
Man,
Just
you either,
jump right in,
you either
man.
sink or swim up on that stage.
Yeah.
Find
Actually,
out
if you're sinking
jump.
or swimming on the stage, it's a problem. You're
Yeah,
supposed
it's
to be
true.
singing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a dumb joke. But yeah, besides that, they're still a relatively new band. I mean, they've been around for probably 6 or 7 years, but they're relatively new, big time.
Right.
They won, a bunch of different publications named them Album of the Year.
Nice.
Gave
For
them
this one?
of
Cool.
2021. Gave them Most Anticipated Album of the Year. And I think it was deserved. I mean, it didn't hit a 10 for us, obviously, but I think they still deserved what they got for it.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to hearing new stuff from them in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah. Heck
Nice, man.
Yeah.
I like it.
So you guys have anything else to add to that before we wrap up?
No.
Yeah.
Nice. Man, that was it. You guys are
What, dude?
Man, you guys
What?
are like this tonight.
Insane,
Like
bro.
this.
Sorry. I messed it up, man.
You did that on purpose. You're getting a weird vibe from Mike.
It's because he doesn't have a name for himself, man.
Or he's worried that he's just going to get yours too.
I missed
Instead of
on
being
purpose.
misogynist Mike and Victor, it's just the misogynists.
Yeah.
Good tattoo.
Yeah.
On my knuckles, there's not enough knuckles.
Misogynist, bro.
Together, man, there might be.
Yeah.
Just says misogyns.
Massages. What?
Yeah.
Thought you just did hair removal. Call back. Well, if you enjoyed what you heard, or watched, if you're watching on YouTube or Rumble, we appreciate you rating, reviewing, subscribing, liking, commenting, all that good stuff. Tippity tapping that notification bell if you're watching on YouTube. This has been the Victor and the Giant Fox Music Review Podcast. We're coming back next week with a brand new heavy metal review.
What's that
name, Titus?
For you.
Meyer.
That's right.
For you.
That's
Nick
right.
Hippa's not new band, but new album release. We're checking that out next week. Make sure and follow along with it.
Yeah. Check it out with us. Check out Spiritbox. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's for you.
If you're watching on YouTube or Rumble, comment down below. Let us know if you agree or disagree with the 8.5.
That's right. That's right.
Man, we're always just right there, man, in the pocket, you know?
That's right.
Right there,
That's
man.
right.
Right there. Speaking of, I don't know if you can see it in there. You see it? Can you guys see it?
Kind of. I can see it peeking out, dude.
Yeah, you see it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
You see
It's the outro music.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Listen.